Look at all that dirt. Look at how clean it is. Like, oh my goodness. You can actually see in there. Phew. Bit of a pain to clean it, but it is so nice now. Hey everyone, so I got my Leatherman Free P2 here. I've had this for a little over a year now. I've been carrying it every day at work, and I work in construction, and so I work with a lot of steel. I'm cutting a lot of steel, so there's a lot of metal shavings and metal filings, and that is kind of one of the issues I have with this guy. Now I love this Leatherman. It is probably my favorite in terms of the free, you know, opening and closing, but the magnets are kind of an issue for me. Not sure if anyone else has had this issue, but this is the first Leatherman I've had that I carry to work that I have to actually open it completely and clean it, because there's so much metal shavings in there, you can't blow it out, it's magnetized. So I have to actually take it all apart and clean it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I got Loctite on there. Look how dirty that is. All right, let's keep going. Whoa. Interesting. Kind of dirty. Bam. Much better. Look at all that dirt. Now, this is the issue I have with the new Leatherman. This magnet here, see, it's actually pretty gross looking, but I can't get rid of that stuff unless I scratch it. But this magnet gets stuff stuck inside of here, and that's the issue. When I close it, you can kind of hear it. It's really scratchy, so you can't really blow anything out of there because it's magnetic. So I'm just going to take this apart quick and show you piece by piece. Wow, look at that. Ew. Gross. Alright, so I'm not sure if you believe me, but there it is. All that junk just stuck in there. So I'm really gonna need to remember how this is assembled. It's like brand new. Well, a little bit more here. See what I mean? It's kind of hard to get all that out. You hear how crunchy that is? Yummy. I'm gonna leave the file. I'll just do that with a brush at the end. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Really dirty. Let's see if I can get this clean. My fingers did most of the cleaning in here of the actual dirt, but the metal and the magnet here, let's see if we can get these cleaned. Wow, what a difference, eh? So that's the magnet. Now it's completely clean. Let's just clean up the rest of it, slap this side back together, and I'll just fast forward the other side. Oh no, I forgot the spacer. I knew it! I knew it! I knew I wasn't done. Why would it be so easy? Alright. So everything works. That's good. A little tight, but that's it. Alright, so I got one side all cleaned up. And I got the second side still dirty. Now I want to put it back together, which is the scary part, because I wasn't really paying attention. No! It's not in properly. That little bit there is supposed to be inside here. All right. All because I had the magnet upside down. Ah, I did it. It's magnetic again.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Wow, look at that. Whoa, look how easy it is. I forgot what it's like. Now, this knife sometimes wouldn't even close. There'd be so much junk in there. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this side now. This whole thing has become magnetic. I think it's just the screws. No, never mind. Pocket clip's magnetic. Don't think it's supposed to do that. You can see how dirty she is. Not too bad. Get that rubber thing out of there. All that is from cleaning the other side. Let's try and use this side. Pretty dirty. Ooh. Yeah, she's dirty. Whoa. Oh yeah. She's dirty. Lots of metal shavings in there. There you go. She's like brand new. Now that is a different story. Look at all that metal. Crunching up everything. Okay, let's have some more fun. Here's our first little washer. Here's that little metal bar tab thingy. See? got some nice gunk on it. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this bar is bent, and it actually gave me some trouble. Next up, whoa, look at all that junk. Much better. That is a big piece. That's probably the biggest, or the heaviest. This is probably one of the tools I use the most. Looking all nice. Hey? Now, like I said, we're really getting in the meat and potatoes. It's really starting to get gunky in there with metal shavings. And this stuff, look at all that. This is what makes it so sticky when I'm opening and closing it. It just drives me nuts. It prevents me from closing this tool. Hey. Now we'll get the knife. And this knife is made of 420 high carbon, I believe. There's some junk in there too. Definitely not the greatest steel. And this is the P2, so it has kind of a 2 knives in one kind of deal, the serration and plain edge. And it's kind of annoying to sharpen that because you only have like 1.5 inches. And plus the steel is really soft, so it tends to get dull really quickly at my job. So that's kind of one thing I don't like. Now we're getting into the gross stuff. Take off that little rubber thingy. Boom. So there's the culprit. It's what, oh, I didn't even remember. I was supposed to mark the side that faces the inside so I wouldn't have to take it apart twice and make sure it's facing the right direction, or else it won't snap together and keep itself closed. But look how dirty that is. Let's get this cleaned up real quick. Boom. Look how much cleaner that is. So now all that junk is not going in. We are left with this guy. I don't know what's going on here, what that is, but it's been bugging me. Something was here. I thought it was just shavings, but this is a full-on piece of metal. This is a full-on piece of metal. I was like, why can't I close my knife? So I don't know what that is. Hopefully that's not part of the Leatherman, and that's just a random piece of steel. And it's stuck to the it's stuck to the other side of the Leatherman. Of course. I just realized that might be a piece of this magnet. Looks like a piece has been broken off on this side. Okay, after cleaning that little piece I found, I can confirm it is indeed part of the magnet. I have it upside down. No, it's upside down again. Well, it won't go back together the way it looks like it should. Well, anyways, you can see that little piece there. I guess from opening and closing, it just fell apart and found its way to the inside of the frame there. So that's unfortunate. But anyways, it was the cheaper one that I use for work, so I'm not really too worried. And it lasted for more than a year. But now, we've got the final piece here. It's really gross. Let's get this guy cleaned up. looking all snazzy, nice and clean. So now let's try and figure out how to do this. Pivot, washer, I think, and then this, and then a magnet, which is broken, and then a magnet guard, and the lock maybe. Okay, then this. And then this, I think. Okay, then this, and then this. Okay, before I get excited, let's just throw the screw in. Okay, I think I did it. Yep. Nope. Never mind. This thing fell out. Damn it. It's not supposed to do that. Okay, take it apart. Oh, okay, I did it. That was not fun. So you put this weird little rubber thing in here. You do something like that. That little notch there fits on top of right there, so you just slide that in. Zoops. Then you get your pivot. You jam her in there. Boom. Ah. Oh man, I think I'm almost done. Shove that pivot down a little bit, just so I can sneak this washer in. Please, move over. Let Jimmy take over. All right, I did it. I'll loosen it a quarter turn each. There we go. That's nice and loose. These ones are a little too loose. It's very annoying. I wish the pivot, I wish one side of the pivot was stationary so you didn't need two tools. Just saying. I don't have anything to hold it. And I don't have 3 arms. And I'm not a Leatherman factory worker, so I don't have all the doodads and the whatnots. Right? Just have my big dumb bear paws and some tools. So, yeah. I'll live with it. I like it. There you go, folks. A brand new Leatherman P2. Boom. So a cool thing about the P2 is you only have one slot for the pocket clip there. I didn't even check to see if it closes. Yes! It's magnetic. So I got the magnet right. So that's the frustrating thing about this Leatherman. All that metal that gets in there is really frustrating, and the constant opening and closing clearly shattered that magnet. I don't know where the piece went. It's probably in here now. But anyways, so the magnet clearly is susceptible to breaking. So keep an eye out for that. A bit of a PSA for Leatherman. And they did try to do their best. Again, this thing here, this piece here, is plastic or rubber. So they did try to buffer it a bit, but it wasn't enough. So this one is used daily, and this pocket clip wasn't used every day. I didn't have it. I used to just stuff it in the pouch of my pants. Weird flappy pouch pocket that sticks out of your pants. I don't know. It's a construction pants. But then I got the new Arc, and I didn't like it. I have a nice pouch. So I took that off and stuck it on my P2 here. and I love it. It replaced, I keep it right in my right pocket, and I absolutely love it. It's way better with a pocket clip. If you're using it every day, personally it's nice just having it in your pocket instead of being on your hip. The one on my hip is my daily EDC. It doesn't get used nearly as much as the one at work does. This is my work EDC. So that's one thing I don't like. The magnets and the steel they used was not very good. And honestly, that's it. I love this multi-tool. Oh, and of course, taking it down is a pain in the butt if you were watching. I mean, you probably skipped it. It was painful. And I've never needed to take a Leatherman apart. This is the first time, and I learned a lot. And I also learned that I missed some. But you can't take apart the actual pliers. It's kind of pressed in there, right? So I can't really get in there and clean in that little area there. It's gonna kind of bug me now. But anyways, fantastic tool. So the knife does get used quite a lot, but the tool that I use the most has got to be this flathead. And now this is a tool I love because they made it fat, thick, stout. It kind of acts as a what's it called, awl, where you can ream out something, because it has this, they kind of cut this on an angle there, right? So it's actually kind of sharp, a little bit, not too much. So you can put it in kind of a hole and use it to ream stuff, which I have. I've used this as a pry bar so much I can't even comprehend or put it into words. And then of course you got the regular screwdriver, which I've used that quite a lot. And scissors, I've used that quite a bit. These smaller doodads in here, like the file, I think I tried to use it a couple times. It's kind of useless. Other than the small flathead, that is very useful, especially in my line of work. Sometimes I have to do with like gas technician, also sheet metal worker. So sometimes I have to work on small things. I have to use a screwdriver. I don't always have it with me. Sometimes I forgot it's in my backpack. It's downstairs. Da 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 da. Sometimes this little thing is good enough. You got a medium-sized flathead, which I use that too, and then the smallest one is probably one I use the most because it's the smallest flathead, and I've never used a can opener, and I've actually broken it, and I've tried to regrind it. I doubt you can tell, but I reground the tip just because it's so useful, but it's also fatter now. So, but whatever, it's still very useful. I'll never use the awl, but it's very useful. But undoubtedly the most thing I've used the most is the flathead, just to pry things open when I don't have my flathead screwdriver, and this to grab things when I'm holding things, somebody's grinding or welding something, whatever, just to hold the piece if I don't have my vice grips, right? And then to cut things, hanger straps, stuff like that, wires. If I see treasure, snap it, right? It's in my pocket. It's the good thing about it, it's always with me. And even to wire strip, I use this. I don't know, I'm okay with it. I can just feel it and just do that and it works. But ultimately I use my wire stripper. But when you don't have it and it's like really far away and this is what you got, you get used to it and it's really good. It's not amazing, sorry, it's not really good. It's just really good because it's there, right? That's what I love most about this, is it's always in my pocket. So yeah, there's some shortcomings here and there. Any one specific tool is not the best at anything, but it's always in my pocket every single day. And even though it gets full of metal, and even though the magnet broke, and you know what, another use, if something is aluminum or steel and I want to see if it is magnetic, I don't have any magnets on me, I'll just use the magnet. So that's useful for me because I scrap metal. I melt, if you watch my channel, I melt metals. Sometimes I want to know something's aluminum. So I usually have a flashlight with a magnet. If I don't have that, if someone else is using it and borrowed it, I always have this on me. And I can't tell you how many times I have lost this and found it. And what a relief, because this is my favorite tool to carry with me at work. I would carry my Leatherman P4. I might actually, you know, now that I got this one, but because this is my favorite. But I don't know, this one's a little more expensive, a little more nice. You know, it hasn't got any metal in it. The magnet's still good. Right? I kind of want to keep this preserved. So all I really gotta do now, all I really have to do now is maybe just put a new edge on there, maybe clean it up a bit. Just gotta put some Loctite in these screws which would be pretty easy. The pivot will stay in there, which is a good thing actually. And that's it. So if you are thinking about buying a Leatherman P2 or P4 or an ARC, just keep in mind it's a magnet. So there's going to be a lot of metal shavings in there if you work with metal shavings. If not, this is the best Leatherman I can honestly say there is. I've had the Charge, the TI, what else? Oh, I've got a Surge here. I have another Surge that's not black oxide. What else? Got this Crunch vice grips, pretty cool. But honestly, the Free series is my favorite, and even though as a sheet metal worker I probably shouldn't be using it, man, it's so nice and clean now. Oh, jeez, that's beautiful. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'm really happy I just cleaned it, even though that was really frustrating. You probably didn't even see me or hear me curse. That was a lot of swearing, but might actually give the outside a quick polish. Other than that, that's it. Absolute favorite gem of a multi-tool. After using it for over a year now, since it's come out, I absolutely love it. And even though it's breaking down and falling apart a little bit here and there, she's still going, you know? And now that I know how to take it apart and put it back together, golly, no big deal. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching my 1 year review and cleaning of the P2. Had a lot to say, I don't know why. But I just want to go finish this up quick, and that's it. Thanks, guys.